Good evening and welcome to the Spring Athletic Banquet. It is with huge regret that I cannot be standing in front of you in person delivering the speech in the assembly area before going for a delicious meal with our teams in the dining hall. However, rather than dwell on that fact, the athletic department this evening is here to celebrate the athletic journeys of the class of 2020. Whether their individual journey has been one of 4 years or just the one, their contributions over that time have been immeasurable. And perhaps only when they look back on their time at Eaglebrook will they truly understand how much they have learned and contributed to our athletic program here on the Hill. When I talk to alumni about their time at Eaglebrook, it is not their athletic successes they remember best, but their time with Mr. K on the Junior Blues, or skiing down Amy's Run on a crisp February afternoon, or riding the mountain bike trails through the woods, or perhaps just the practices themselves with the coaches. So whether your Eaglebrook career started on the junior teams and went via JV and onto varsity, or you spent time purely on third soccer, or were happy running on cross country and track, or spent time helping others while on ski patrol, it doesn't matter. The life lessons of team, community, respect, and hard work that your coaches have instilled in you during your time here is something that you will take with you to secondary school. So I would like to thank each and every one of you for what you've done for every facet of our athletic program. And I wish you all the very best for the future. So for the moment, please sit back and enjoy this tribute to the graduating class of 2020 student athletes.
you, Mr. Edwards and Mr. Page, for putting together that great slideshow. As Mr. Edwards said, this is not the ideal way to deliver my spring sports address. The boardroom is nice, but I'd give anything right now to be standing in front of everyone and celebrating the accomplishments of the sixth formers in the spring season. But like we've done with everything in our lives over the last few months, we have to adapt and persevere. So here we go. As I reflect on this year in sports, there are too many memories to even begin to recount. Even though the year was cut short, we accomplished a significant amount during the fall and winter seasons, and we should all be proud of this. One of the best parts of my job is walking down to the sports facilities every afternoon and wondering what the afternoon has to hold. Some days it's success, other days it's struggle. But it's always a learning experience. I've learned more from the challenging times than the successful ones, and I believe that is true for all Eaglebrook athletes. The great Dr. Jones once said, "The situations which present adversity are the most formative in our lives, and athletics is the perfect environment to experience this." Right now, we are all dealing with adversity, and in many ways, our future depends on how we respond to it. Please use what you've learned from dealing with adversity in athletics to persevere during this challenging time. Be a good teammate when you're at home with your family. Stay physically and mentally healthy, and focus on the things in your life that you can control. Before we all know it, we'll be back participating in the sports and activities we love, and this will all be a distant memory. Underformers, we are ready for you to return to the hill. The uniforms are clean, the fall schedule is finished, and the fields are pristine. We are beyond excited to welcome you back on September 8th. Stay tuned for some virtual athletic opportunities over the summer. Sixth formers, even though you lost your final season, nothing can take away the memories that you have made over your time at Eaglebrook, the impact you had on the school, and the lessons you have learned from playing sports at EBS. Please take these lessons to your next school and lead the way with poise, determination, and kindness. Be graceful in victory and in defeat, and be engaged in all you do. We are proud of you and can't wait to see what your future holds. Please keep Eaglebrook near and dear to your heart. Come back to campus when you can, and best wishes in all you do. Thank you to all the Eaglebrook coaches and athletes. Thank you to Mr. Harrison, Mr. Buck, Mr. Semple, Mr. DePace, Mr. Rackham and the maintenance staff, Mr. Howell and the kitchen staff, Ms. Waz and the health center staff, Ms. LaPointe and the weekend planning group, and Mr. Edwards. Good luck with the rest of the spring term, and have a great summer.
The awards assembly is a time to share your accomplishment, and it brings our community together to celebrate a year of growth in academics, music, and the arts. Little did we imagine at the start of our spring break that Eaglebrook's third semester would span 20 states and 20 countries, and classes would meet in 13 time zones. Today, even if you are not walking across the stage to the applause of family and friends, know that all around the world, we are applauding you, not only for your talents and hard work, but for how much you continue to grow and stay connected when apart. You did not miss a beat. Guided by your advisors and helped by your teachers, you put into practice the core skills that you were building all year. You made schedules, managed your time, were creative, and you continue to expand your knowledge and skills in your online classes, surrounded by the familiar camaraderie of teachers and friends. In September, when you met with advisors, you set goals and began to create a tight-knit community that gave you a sense of trust and acceptance. You understood that trying new things could lead to success. By winter, you had gained confidence in your academic growth and found pride in the new skills learned in electives. This April, when once again you met with your advisors, you were uncertain and wondered how you could continue classes and favorite electives like wood shops and ceramics. In a week, You discovered that even separated, you knew the drill and settled into a familiar school day, sometimes around the dining room table, often in your bedroom. You dressed for the school day and enjoyed spirit days, wearing a favorite hat, school pride, or dressed in your pajamas this Friday. Teachers were ready to help classes, even without all the usual rigor, kept you alert and involved. Eaglebrook's comfortable community remained intact, and even if school wasn't happening in person, at Eaglebrook, students and faculty remained in close connection. Everyone was having fun together, excited by the new activities, surprised by the creative classes, and ready to experiment. You discovered that your teachers were collaborating to adapt their curriculum online. You appreciated that they were tailoring their assignments to engage you and keep you focused. You enjoyed the virtual games that they combined with familiar classroom routines. And you discovered that you continued your learning from home and that the teachers you relied on for extra help were still there and ready when you needed them. You are the classes from third form to sixth form that have helped us rethink how we teach students in the future. Because of you, teachers are examining new resources, learning new techniques, and talking together about new ways to engage their classes and make their students active learners. We are using this time apart as an opportunity to make our time back on campus in September even more productive. This year, you called your education at Eaglebrook amazing. And now, classes of 2020, we call you amazing and send you out this commendation assembly around the world to celebrate each one of you. Mr. Lydon will begin the honors.
Each year, I look forward to the opportunity to celebrate the success that you and your peers experienced in the classrooms. Today, we will honor those who earned commendations for their performance. We will recognize those who performed so admirably in the arts, and we will applaud those whose grades were consistently the highest. While students are the stars of today's ceremony, none of those things would be possible without the dedication of our outstanding faculty and staff. Your teachers delivered engaging lessons and meaningful feedback throughout the year, even with limited time to adjust for distance learning. Others in the library and technology office, for example, worked tirelessly to ensure that we all had the resources we needed to succeed. There are too many individuals and groups to recognize right now, but I hope you will all find time in the coming days and weeks to express your gratitude to the people whose efforts made your growth and success possible this year. Not everyone will be recognized by name today. In fact, most students will not be. Even if your name is not mentioned today, I ask that you reflect sincerely on your performance throughout the school year. I am confident that you will find significant personal growth. Your teachers and your parents are proud of you because ultimately, growth is the goal, not awards. Your efforts to remain engaged this spring are particularly noteworthy. Our unexpected separation from campus presented many new challenges for you as students. It also presented many new opportunities to further develop important skills. Think about the core skill of accountability, for example. In a distance learning setting, it is easy to let yourself arrive to a Zoom session a couple minutes late. After arriving, it is equally easy to allow yourself to divide your attention between class and something else in your room. The majority of you, however, were able to avoid those pitfalls. As you progress through secondary school, college, and into adult life, your success will be increasingly tied to your ability to hold yourself accountable when there is no immediate authority compelling you to do so. We could have similar discussions about other core skills like organization and time management, or communicating information and healthy living. By developing such skills now, you will all be in a position to be more confident and successful in whatever circumstances the future throws at you. Now let's move on to the fun part and start recognizing you, the students. At Eaglebrook, the evaluation of a student's performance at the end of each term consists of 3 parts: a letter grade, a comment, and in some cases, a commendation. Commendations provide teachers with an opportunity to celebrate and acknowledge growth and achievement that is not easily quantifiable. The commendations awarded reflect a wide range of individual success, and it is important to note that commendations are not just for students for whom the subject matter comes easily and always earn the highest grades. Commendations can be awarded in recognition for any aspect of a student's performance that a teacher finds worthy of praise. The trait that is most frequently cited in commendations is one's level of effort. Other examples could include the curiosity that pushes you beyond the material you covered in class, the perseverance you demonstrate when faced with a challenge, or the courage to participate actively in class. Your positive attitude, leadership, enthusiasm, and citizenship can all be commendable as well. Not coincidentally, these examples are all things that are within your control as a student. The commendation list for this spring is particularly extensive. If you earned a commendation, it will be noted on your year-end report of grades and comments. Congratulations to all those who earned a commendation, and thank you for your thoughtful approach to your studies.
Art awards are given to students from all forms that have demonstrated their passion for the arts and their creativity throughout the school year. These students have been dedicated to growing and learning as artists, and this was evident in their work and was inspirational to their peers. While the following students have gone above and beyond what is expected, we would like to thank all of our art students for their work this year, and especially this trimester. Nothing has lifted our spirits more than to see your smiling faces over Zoom while you proudly show us your carefully crafted artwork. It goes to show that creativity cannot be quarantined. Now for the awards. In the third form, Keyshawn Clark, Yuri Tanaka, and Richard Jang. In the fourth form, Sean Liao, Lewis Park, Liam Shea, and Harper Edwards. In the fifth form, Owen Topier, Rowan Goswami, Zoe Herzig-Doherty, Daphne Wong, and Everett Liu. In the sixth form, Brian Chu, Liam Lachaki, Jack Higgins, Finn Robertson, Kay Carabucci, and Logan Pelican. Congratulations, everyone.
Music Department Awards are given to 6th formers for excellence in music. These students have performed at an exceptional level throughout the year, have shown an excitement for music, have demonstrated strong, positive leadership skills, and have shown commitment to their ensembles or particular area of study. They have been role models for what it means to be a part of the Eaglebrook music family, always working as a team and supporting each other to become their best musical selves. It is with great pleasure that I present the Music Department Awards to the following students. Awards for Ad-Libs: Marley Leanne Gonzalez, Jules de Beauport, Alex Smith. Awards for Piano: Jonathan G., Alex Zhang, Lucas Lee. Awards for String Orchestra: Charlie Chang, Dylan Kim, Emerson Wang. Awards for Band: Wonder Kim, Peter Ma, Daniel Zhang. Now I would like to recognize the 6th form students in the string orchestra and the band for their commitment to these performing groups. String orchestra 1 year, Charlie Chang. Band 2 years, William Kim, Wonder Kim, Joshua Lim, Peter Ma, Kyle Park, Leo Shi. String orchestra 2 years, Evan Chu, Chris Elizondo, Emerson Wang. Band 3 years, Ian Choi, Brian Chu, Jaden Chu, Jonathan G, Jisoo Kang, Evan Kim, Yoonha Lee, Daniel Zhang. String orchestra, 3 years, Dylan Ree. Band, 4 years, Ben Field, Gavin Mariani. String orchestra, 4 years, Dylan Kim. Thank you and congratulations to all of you.
Hello, everyone, and happy summer. My name is Emily Landau, and I'm here to talk to you about Eaglebrook's year in theater. Typically, the theatrical tradition at Eaglebrook is as follows. We produce 2 short comedies in the fall and winter to be performed at Country Fair and Winter Carnival, respectively, and a much larger musical in the spring, performed in the days leading up to commencement. This year's productions were the technological comedy, How to Win at Life, in the fall, the theatrical farce, All I Really Need to Know, I Learned by Being in a Bad Play, in the winter, and planned for the spring, The Addams Family. But this year was anything but typical, and so we found ourselves in March without access to our beloved stage and tech booth. We shifted gears into a brand new comic play written by the school playwright Don Zolaitis, specifically for students living through these strange times. It is called How to Survive Life in a Quarantine, and we hope you enjoy it. As there is no dedicated rehearsal time in the Eaglebrook schedule, our actors and techies sacrifice an enormous amount of their energy and free time to develop the best show they can. This spring asked even more of our actors than usual, with recordings scheduled in the early mornings and evenings to accommodate a cast scattered throughout the world. Our community is so privileged to have a group of kind, talented, generous young performers whose creative voices are developing beautifully. If I could, know that I would truly give each one of you an award. You elevate our school. Ms. Weiskittle and I are proud to work with you. The theater awards for the 2019-2020 school year are as follows. Walker Bartlett, Meredith Bedell, Aidan Boyer, Jaden Shu, Daphne Huang, Peggy Huang, Oliver Kahn, Will Lamb, Everett Liu, Sihan Ma, Gavin Mariani, Tom Pyle, Xiaoming Chin, Minot Rivers, Leo Shi, and Tommy Thiel. Thank you all from the bottom of my heart. May the spotlight always shine on you.
This is certainly a spring term and an Outlook issue like no other, even though we have had to adapt to a very unusual Eaglebrook spring. As I was putting together the pages of this year's Outlook, I was struck by the variety, creativity, and depth of your artwork and writing. Your topics range from your favorite sports to campus scenery to your opinions on distance learning. I want to congratulate all of the students whose work appears in these pages, and also thank the English department and the art department for their help. This year's Outlook will be available on the school website for now, and I hope you enjoy it. This year's Outlook quote was chosen by the English department, and it is by Ralph Waldo Emerson. What lies behind us and what lies ahead of us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us. Congratulations, and I can't wait to see what your imaginations produce next year.
The Copley Library Award recognizes those young people who have exhibited one or more of the academic and lifelong learning skills that libraries support and seek to nourish in their students. These include enthusiasm for reading, enthusiasm for sharing books, the use of books for a variety of purposes, an understanding of the value and significance of information literacy, and skills and growth as a researcher. This year, we also recognize those active members of the library committee. The following students are the 2019-2020 school year recipients of this award. Third form, Oscar Lanowski, Peggy Huang, Owen Wright, Leo Sackler, Kyan Hans, Jeffrey Lim, Yuri Tanaka, Richard Zhang, Didi Chualdit, and Mackenzie Hartnell. Fourth form, Eric Zhu, Caden Schroeder, Kingbo Wang, Matthew Field, Ryan Bian, Diego Velez, Peter Yu, Damian Mann, Sean Park, and Bim Viperkasid. Fifth form, Jacob Gordon, Daphne Huang, Miles Oberting, H.D. Lee, Angus MacArthur, Gratian Ting, and James Fruchon. Sixth form, Will Berry, Dylan Lee, Lucas Lee, Lucian Sackler, Emmett Smith, and Arthur Wachirananan. Library Committee, Rufus Mahoney, Declan Hehier, Tommy Thiel, Lucian Sackler, and H.D. Lee. Finally, I would like to thank you all for helping dispel the myth that boys don't read. Have a great summer.
And now, on to the Academic Excellence Awards. The following awards are given to a small number of students in each form who have maintained consistent excellence in all classes throughout the year. For each form, I will first name the honorable mentions, followed by the award recipients. We will begin with the third form. The third form is an enclosed classroom in which the students study under the close and nurturing supervision of Ms. Chaplapoint, Mr. Andrew Barker, Mr. Adam Williams, and Ms. Sarah Weiskettle. Active class projects, weekly field trips, and their own classroom space all contribute to an environment that promotes close academic support and strong social connections. This year's third form award recipients earned praise from their teachers for determination, enthusiasm, attention to detail, and citizenship. The honorable mentions are Peggy Huang, Mackenzie Hartnell, Yuri Tanaka, and Richard Jen. The Academic Excellence Awards go to Keyshawn Clark and Kyan Hands. The fourth form is a year often marked by high energy. Social impulses are strong, and the tangible skills of being a student are beginning to come into greater focus. The fourth formers who will be receiving Academic Excellence Awards have demonstrated a mature ability to recognize when to work and when to play. They have impressed their teachers in a variety of ways, including through their engagement, helpfulness, diligence, and improvement. The honorable mentions are Ryan Bian, Sean Liao, Silas Muzzy, Lewis Park, Zavi Solomon Fernandez, Liam Shea, Kevin Yang, and Peter Yu. This year's fourth form award winners are Harper Edwards, J.P. Lazar, Nick Lima, Jeffrey Moon, Sean Park, Caden Schroeder, and Andy Song. The fifth form can be viewed as a transition year. The curriculum takes a significant step forward in rigor, and the students are expected to begin developing greater self-awareness and independence. This year's fifth form recipients were commended by their teachers for things like initiative, patience, consistency, and diligence. The honorable mentions are Meredith Bedell, Ian Chow, Justin Kim, H.D. Lee, Terrence Liu, Ken Matanachai, Miles Oberting, Patricio Sains, Roman Usher, Michael Shu, and Michael Ju. The winners of the Academic Excellence Awards are Kenneth Gunwan, Will Hill, Daphne Huang, Alvin Liu, Thad Lucentini, Calvin Moon, Ming Chin, Yinbo Zhang, Alex Zhong, and Eric Chu. Finally, we honor our sixth form scholars. Sixth form is a culminating year in which students take a full load of secondary school level courses. Additionally, the application process and time-consuming roles and leadership in the arts, music, athletics, and other extracurriculars combine to create a non-stop challenging schedule. Managing all of these challenges while maintaining a ceaselessly excellent academic performance is truly a noteworthy achievement. Teachers have noted this year's sixth formers for being creative, passionate, dedicated, and for embracing challenges. The honorable mentions are Jules de Beauport, Fred Chrysler, Matt Dillon, Oliver Finlayson, Dylan Kim, Bertrand Lee, Lucas Lee, Marley Lian Gonzalez, Josh Lim, Peter Ma, Rufus Mahoney, Logan Peliquin, and Leo Shook. The following students are the winners of this year's Sixth Form Academic Excellence Awards: Conan Chen, Brian Chu, Jaden Chu, Jonathan G, Kyle Park, Jake Rohan, Emerson Wang, Arthur Wacharananan, Landon Wayne, Alex John, and Daniel John. Congratulations to all of the winners.